Alex and Sarah had dreamt of this honeymoon for months. A secluded mansion nestled amidst the snow-capped peaks of the Rocky Mountains. The sprawling estate exuded an old-world charm, its grandeur softened by a blanket of pristine snow. As they arrived, Sarah couldn't contain her excitement, her eyes sparkling with anticipation as they were greeted by the warm glow of the mansion's lights against the winter night. The days that followed were a whirlwind of bliss and exploration. Alex, always the adventurous one, led Sarah on hikes through snow-laden trails and cozy evenings by the crackling fireplace. They reveled in each other's company, their laughter echoing through the mansion's echoing halls. But as the sun dipped below the horizon each evening, a subtle shift seemed to take hold. Sarah noticed it first in Alex. The glint in his eyes, once filled with adoration, now held a distant, almost haunted look. At first, she dismissed it as fatigue from their activities or perhaps the unfamiliarity of their surroundings. One evening, while wandering through the mansion's labyrinthine corridors, Sarah's footsteps faltered as she caught a glimpse of Alex through a partially open door. He stood there, his back turned to her, engrossed in conversation with a figure obscured by shadows. A shiver ran down Sarah's spine as she strained to make out the features of the mysterious woman, a woman whose presence seemed to cast a pall over the room. Sarah withdrew quietly, her heart racing with a mix of confusion and unease. Had she stumbled upon a private moment, or was there something more sinister at play? She wrestled with her thoughts, trying to rationalize what she had seen. Perhaps it was a trick of the light, or her mind playing tricks on her in the vast, echoing mansion. Determined to dispel her growing unease, Sarah delved into the history of the mansion. She spent hours poring over faded photographs and dusty journals, uncovering tales of love and loss that had unfolded within its walls. Legends spoke of a tragic romance that had ended in betrayal and death, a tale that had left an indelible mark on the mansion's storied past. As Sarah pieced together fragments of the mansion's history, she couldn't shake off the feeling that they were not alone. Whispers of a restless spirit, said to haunt the corridors in search of lost love, echoed through the centuries-old walls. The more she learned, the more she began to suspect that Alex's strange behavior might be connected to these ominous tales. Days turned into nights, each one punctuated by Alex's increasingly erratic behavior. He would vanish for hours on end, offering vague explanations of solitary walks or explorations of the mansion's sprawling grounds. Sarah tried to mask her growing apprehension, but the gnawing sense of dread persisted. One stormy night, as icy winds rattled the mansion's windows, Sarah resolved to confront Alex. She found him in their dimly lit bedroom, his silhouette outlined against the flickering fire. His demeanor was guarded, his responses curt as she broached the subject of his recent absences. "Sarah, you're imagining things," Alex said, his voice tinged with irritation. "It's just the stress of everything. We're in a new place, and I'm trying to make sense of it all." But Sarah wasn't convinced. She pressed him further, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and determination. "Alex, please, tell me the truth. I saw you with her, the woman in the shadows. Who is she?" For a moment, Alex's expression softened, his eyes betraying a flicker of emotion. But just as quickly, a mask of indifference fell over his features. "You're mistaken, Sarah. There's no one else. It's just you and me." But Sarah couldn't shake off the chilling certainty that something was terribly wrong. She retreated to the solitude of her thoughts, grappling with the unsettling realization that the mansion held secrets darker than she could have ever imagined. As the storm raged outside, Sarah found herself drawn deeper into the mansion's labyrinth of corridors and hidden chambers. She couldn't ignore the sense of foreboding that gripped her heart, urging her to uncover the truth before it was too late. Late one night, driven by an insatiable need for answers, Sarah embarked on a clandestine exploration of the mansion's forgotten corners. In the dim glow of flickering candlelight, she stumbled upon a hidden alcove, a forgotten relic of the mansion's tumultuous past. There, amidst a jumble of old photographs and weathered letters, Sarah uncovered the tragic tale of Emily, a young bride whose love had been tragically cut short by betrayal and deceit. The details were hauntingly familiar, a story of love and loss that mirrored the whispers that had haunted the mansion's halls. But it was the photograph that sent a chill down Sarah's spine, a faded image of Emily, her face obscured by shadows, her eyes burning with an intensity that seemed to pierce through the veil of time. Could it be possible? Was Emily's restless spirit reaching out from beyond the grave, seeking solace in the arms of another? The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place, each revelation adding another layer of complexity to Sarah's growing sense of dread. She knew now that Alex was not himself, that he had become a vessel for a vengeful spirit driven by centuries-old longing and despair. With each passing day, Sarah found herself drawn deeper into the dark heart of the mansion's secrets. She discovered hidden passages and secret chambers, each one offering glimpses into the mansion's haunted past. The walls seemed to whisper their secrets, urging her to uncover the truth that lay buried beneath layers of deceit and betrayal. But as Sarah delved deeper, she unwittingly awakened forces that had long lain dormant. Shadows danced at the edge of her vision, voices echoed through empty corridors, and the mansion itself seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. One fateful night, as the full moon cast its silvery glow over the mansion's crumbling facade, Sarah's worst fears were realized. She stumbled upon Alex in the throes of a chilling transformation, his once gentle eyes now ablaze with a sinister light, his voice a chilling echo of the spirit that had claimed him. "Sarah," Alex's voice rang out, its timbre laced with an otherworldly chill. "You cannot escape fate. Embrace the darkness within." Horror coursed through Sarah's veins as she recoiled from the specter before her. This was not Alex, the man she had loved and married. This was something else, a twisted parody of the life they had once shared. Driven by instinct and a desperate need for survival, Sarah fled deeper into the labyrinthine corridors of the mansion. The walls seemed to close in around her, their ancient stones reverberating with the echoes of past tragedies. But the spirit was relentless in its pursuit, its spectral presence growing stronger with each passing moment. Sarah knew that she had to find a way to break free from its grip, to unravel the tangled web of deceit that had ensnared Alex and threatened to consume them both. With each step, Sarah retraced the footsteps of those who had come before her, lovers torn apart by betrayal, souls trapped in an eternal dance of love and loss. She sought solace in the memories of their fleeting happiness, hoping to find a glimmer of light amidst the encroaching darkness. But the mansion held no answers, only echoes of past tragedies and the haunting specter of a love that had been lost to the ravages of time. As Sarah wandered through its shadowed halls, she felt the weight of centuries-old sorrow pressing down upon her, a reminder of the fragile nature of love and the unfathomable depths of despair. In the heart of the mansion's darkest chamber, Sarah finally confronted Alex, the man she had loved and lost to the spirit's relentless grasp. His eyes burned with a feverish intensity, his voice a hollow whisper that sent shivers down her spine. "Sarah," Alex's voice echoed through the chamber, its tone tinged with a mix of longing and despair. "I am lost to you now. The spirit has claimed me, body and soul." Tears streamed down Sarah's cheeks as she reached out to him, her heart breaking with the knowledge that she could no longer save him from the darkness that had consumed him. She whispered his name, a prayer lost to the wind as the mansion's walls began to crumble around them. In the end, as the mansion's ancient stones collapsed in a cacophony of sound, Sarah's voice was silenced forever. The spirit, having exacted its vengeance, retreated into the shadows, leaving behind a shattered sanctuary and a tale of love lost to the ages. And so, the story of Alex and Sarah faded into obscurity, a tragic chapter in the mansion's storied history, where love and betrayal intertwined in a dance of eternal longing. Their spirits, bound by an unbreakable bond, lingered in the shadows, a testament to the enduring power of love, and the haunting specter of the unknown.